All right. What's good, y'all? Soul here, and welcome back to the story mode. Specifically, a Soul Ramble mode where we have podcast style discussions about whatever the hell I want. And because there was so much major Nintendo news, doing a standard in front of the camera video that's going to take a lot more editing and time did not really seem sufficient for this particular situation here. And I think that's okay. I think we need a couple of these every now and again because that's the whole point of this channel anyway, was to be able to see something I like, talk about it, and, talk about it however I want. For more in-depth discussions, like, my most recent video with, Persona and how I think that was, an odd decision for a Persona 4 remake. That's the kind of thing that the in front of the camera stuff is. But anyway, regardless, I'm yammering on. The Nintendo Direct was, at this point in time, well over a day ago. It is midnight a day after, and they just showcased a lot of different gameplay for a lot of the different games that are going to be available on Switch 2 by July, right? And obviously, one of the biggest games that's going to be available is Donkey Kong Bonanza. Now, I'm a big fan of Super Mario Odyssey, or of Mario Odyssey. So seeing this, I immediately, when I first saw the trailer, it's in my reaction, my first thought was, oh my god, it's Mario Odyssey 2. Great. Apparently I wasn't the only one that thought that. Most people seem to believe that it was Mario Odyssey 2 off rip, and then they saw the rock get hit, and they're like, wait a minute. Or no, not even that. Even right before that, they saw the monkeys in the mines, and we were like, whoa, wait a minute. Monkeys? Is this DK? And we saw DK slam through. He's looking crisp as a mug. He's got that fresh cut. He's got that, he was looking fresh as hell. Expressive as a mug, bro. And I was thrilled, right? And what surprised me is that I was honestly more happy about the fact that this wasn't Mario Odyssey 2. I prefer the fact that this is a DK game, right? Because you can see, throughout my entire channel, I always talk about the fact that Nintendo has so many underutilized IPs that deserve more time in the limelight, but don't really get that chance because Nintendo is not sure what IPs are actually going to, get some earn back. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we don't really see much of Star Fox, why we don't see much of F-Zero and stuff like that. So when it comes to DK, it's in a weird spot because DK is ingrained in the history of Nintendo, specifically in the games, because he is automatically tied to Mario. They share a world. They have always been doing their own things, but, generally speaking, DK walks so Mario could literally run. You know what I mean? Like, it all started with DK. And so it was very strange to see a situation where for so long we got nothing in regards to DK. And even up to most recent thing we got was Donkey Kong Country Returns ported for the second time, which I'm going to be completely honest, I'm not really a DK guy, or at least I wasn't a DK guy. I guess for now it's safe to say I'm not a DK guy, right? Because the 2D platformers, they were just kind of whatever to me. I never really played any of them outside of the first game, and that was only because I played it with my homie. So I was just never really all that invested in DK like that, And even with not Tropical Freeze, sorry, with Country Returns, I saw that the game was priced for full price, AAA price, $60. And I was like, well, maybe if I get some kind of crazy discount, it's not going to get a discount, it's Nintendo. So I just figured maybe one day I'll come across it somehow at a lower price and maybe I'll look at it. But right now, can't bring myself to pay $60 for a game I know I'm going to beat in like less than 10 hours if I really wanted to. And I just decided on that and never looked back. Didn't even think about Donkey Kong after that for a little while, And then they show off Donkey Kong Bonanza. And this game looks absolutely insane. It was literally, I genuinely thought it was a Mario game and it was not. And I'm glad it's not, because this is the kind of thing Nintendo needs to do with their IPs, right? We've been seeing this kind of like rebranding, this new life being given to so many IPs in the limelight already, right? We've seen fresh blood from Zelda in recent years. We've seen fresh blood from Mario in recent years. We've even seen fresh blood from Kirby in recent years with Forgotten Land. So it was about high time somebody like DK got something as fresh as this, because this game looks like it's gonna be an iconic classic, a like a household staple situation going on, like Mario Odyssey was for a good while, right? And I'm really, really happy about that, especially because this game looks like it was made with so much love and so much care and so much detail that it's almost overwhelming, because oh my god, I have never seen a game move with this much ambition, with so many different physics. It's crazy how many different like engines must be going on in this game to make all this stuff work, right? You are busting through the ground. You are going underground at any given time on the map. If you want to go underground at any random time, if the ground is soft enough, you just do that. You just go down there, you get some gold, you might get a glowing banana for collectibles. It's like, dude, what are they cooking? What kind of crack did they inject to make this game from these developers? How did they get this out of them? Like, Jesus Christ. Who was in the studio? They was cooking, man. They did that. And this game looks genuinely astounding. It's insane how much freedom it looks like it has. I don't think it's an open world. Maybe it's an open world. I gotta see more, you know. I don't know what it classifies as yet. They did show off a lot of gameplay from the Nintendo Treehouse, and I'm trying to, like, I was dipping in and out of it because I'm like, I don't want to see too much, because I just want to go into the game myself and be surprised, especially because this game is only a couple of months away, like literally 3 months away. It is not far at all. So I just want to be able to play the game, enjoy for what it is, right? And so I was kind of tuning in and out, so I'm not entirely sure what this game classifies as, if it's a level by level situation, if it's an open zone situation or an open world situation. I'm not entirely sure, but the freedom that you have to be able to climb up rocks at any given time, pull rocks out of the wall, beat rocks into the freaking ground, go underground, utilize all of those different rocks and things for weapons and for enemies, and there's just so much going on. And that's not even mentioning DK himself. He feels so powerful now. Like he's boxing through everything. It's all hands, and it's like, I love that. I love a character that knows how to get through with his own power. You know what I mean? And not that, you know, I'm sure there's going to be plenty of upgrades and things like that and uniqueness about his moveset as we progress through the game eventually. I'm sure there's going to be different ways to deal with bosses and all that. But as of right now, he just has a stacked moveset off rip, and that's awesome. Dude, that is incredible. That's the kind of power I want to be able to play with, dude. And it's so amazing that the Switch 2 is able to be as powerful as it is and run something like this, because Switch 1 would, no, I can't really say that. You would think that Switch 1 would explode because of all that's going on, but in reality, Switch 1 miraculously was able to handle Tears of the Kingdom. And you got to remember how physics heavy that game is in of itself. So honestly, I can't really dog on the Switch 1 like that. I think it deserves a little more credit than that. But generally speaking, this game looks like a just technical marvel, right, for 3D platformers. And I'm just so excited to see how this plays out, right? Now, of course, it's, you know, it's a Nintendo game, and they're going to focus on the gameplay first, and that's totally fine. Meaning, I'm not really expecting much out of a story, you know? It's probably going to be your standard, you know, we saw a little bit of the story, you know, the bananas, everything's getting taken up by this monkey thing. We got to go take them down. Simple as that. So, I mean, that's fine. You know, I'm down for that. I'm down the clown. It doesn't really matter all that much. You know, the story is a story, but it's a story for a 3D platformer, so it's never gonna be, you know, all that heavy with character development and stuff like that. We don't need all that. That's fine. It's Donkey Kong. So they definitely made sure to go all out and go crazy and focus on the fun aspects with all the new fresh mechanics that we're going to be playing with. And it looks like so much fun. Like, you could probably genuinely spend hours in that world just going, I don't know, again, I don't know if it's level based or whatever, but just going through level by level or area by area and just farting around forever, just going underground and just getting as much money as possible and things like that. And so I'm really looking forward to it. This game looks absolutely incredible, and I'm really happy that DK is finally getting some time in the limelight, especially because they went out of their way to redesign him very heavily. Like, this is Donkey Kong right here. I love his new design. He is so incredibly expressive, and it just fits so much more in line with modern Nintendo stuff. Like, it's just so much higher quality than whatever DK stuff we were getting before, and it really shows in just his design alone, right? He's coming through, you know, he's got the mining outfit on and whatever, and as soon as that's off, you know, he's just monkeying around, you know, you moving. It's so good. It's so good. He has a new face every time you turn him around and look at him. He's always thinking about something. He's hungry or he wants to fight. Like, I love this look on him. It is just so much fun. It's so colorful. And the fact that we're getting a stronger console that's going to be able to run this in the highest quality possible, it's just so exciting. It's so incredibly exciting, and I cannot wait to get my hands on this game. Now, of course, the one little tidbit is the fact that this game is $70, and it's like, okay, now don't get me wrong, I know that you guys spent years pouring your hearts and souls into designing this game and making sure that it looks and feels as good as humanly possible, and making sure that it was ready to go by the time that the Switch 2 was revealed, so that we had something in the very early time of its lifespan to play. But why does it need to be $70? It's getting steep out here, guys. Now, I haven't even talked on this channel about Mario Kart World yet, and I will definitely get to it. But it's like, you know, I will reluctantly spend $70, but I'm not going to be completely happy about it, especially because in reality, right? How many hours, how much time am I possibly going to be getting out of this game? Am I really going to be that in tune with it that I'm going to be going through like multiple playthroughs? Am I going to be feeling it like that? Because if I'm honest, again, I played through Mario Odyssey one time. I had my fill after that one playthrough. You know what I mean? So now what? Am I getting punished for that? Like, now I have to spend $70 just so that, you know, you feel like you're getting your money's worth? Like, I feel like that's my job to feel like I'm getting my money's worth, you know? Like, that's crazy for y'all to determine here. You know what I'm saying? Especially because a game like this one, I can't imagine they're going to pass up the chance to eventually make DLC for it, especially because it's so early in this Switch's lifetime that they're probably going to end up putting out some kind of DLC a couple of months down the line for level packs or whatever we're going to get, you know, cosmetics and stuff. So it's like, how much is that going to cost, you know? Can't imagine it's just gonna be an extra $10. That doesn't sound like Nintendo. So I don't know. I have really mixed feelings about the concept of DK being $70, but for the most part, that one I don't want to say overlook per se, but it's definitely pushing it. But DK looks really good, and I really want to see more games in this light of Donkey Kong. And so I don't know. I'm locked in. I'm definitely a little more locked in. So I'm excited. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm passing the mic over to you guys, and I want you guys to tell me everything that you're thinking in the comment section below. Are you feeling the same way as I am in regards to DK? Are you feeling like this new game looks really good? Are you excited for it? Are you picking it up? Or you don't really care for this style of DK game? It's not really what you're looking for. You don't really care for it. You don't care how it looks. You're not messing with the new DK design, and you want nothing to do with it. Tell me everything that you guys are thinking in the comment section below, because you know for a fact that I am always going to be down there with you guys. But with that, yes sir, it does appear to be skedaddle o'clock, so I'm gonna go ahead and do just that. I'd like to thank you guys ever so much for watching. I truly do hope you enjoyed. Do me a good favor of dropping a like and a comment, and consider subscribing for more content just like this here. And with that, I'm gone. So thanks again, hope you enjoyed, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Do me the goodest favor of taking good ass care, and I'll see you all next time.